With the 50 TOPS capability of the Ryzen AI NPU, StoryCube can drastically shorten AI categorization time from the tens of seconds running only on a CPU to just the blink of an eye.
Thank you. You know, Johnny, look, it's really exciting what we're doing on AI PCs. But AMD and Asus have also had a very long history of partnering across motherboards, graphics cards, and embedded systems. And as we go forward, can you comment about some of that going forward?
Sure. It has been a great history together, creating incredible products like the original Crosshair motherboard. Asus was even the first to push Ryzen gaming system, which received an incredible response from users. Last year, Asus introduced the first ROG Ally handheld device, which also adopted the AMD Z1 Extreme chip. We have solid leadership in the AMD Ryzen 9 segment with 60% market share. And we are excited about expanding our partnership to offer AI solutions for specific industries like healthcare, education, and smart cities, with the goal of revolutionizing these sectors with powerful on-device AI applications. That's why we are so excited to work together in the next-gen AI PC space. By combining cutting-edge AI AMD hardware like Ryzen processors and Asus software expertise rooted in our design thinking philosophy, we are pushing the boundaries of AI PC innovation and delivering truly groundbreaking AI experience to users.
Johnny, all I can say is you are an inspiration to us all. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for our industry, and thank you for your partnership with AMD.
Thank you for a great partnership. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. So I hope you got a feel for all of the customer excitement around third-gen Ryzen AI PCs. I'm very happy to say that the first notebooks will be available in July, and we have more than 100 consumer and commercial notebook design wins with Acer, Asus, HP, Lenovo, MSI, and others. So lots of things to come. So now let's transition from PCs to the edge, where our embedded and adaptive solutions are bringing AI to a diverse set of markets and devices. AMD AI platforms are already broadly deployed at the edge. In healthcare, AMD chips are improving patient outcomes by enhancing medical imaging analysis, accelerating research, and assisting surgeons with precision robotics. In automotive, AMD AI solutions are powering the most advanced safety systems. And in industrial, customers are using AMD technology for AI-assisted robotics and machine vision applications. We are #1 in adaptive computing today, and thousands of companies have adopted our XDNA AI adaptive and embedded technologies to power their products and services. Let me just give you a few examples. So Illumina is a global leader in genomics, and they use EPIC and AMD adaptive SoCs with their Splice AI software to identify previously undetectable mutations in patients with rare genetic diseases. In automotive, Subaru is industry's leading EyeSight ADAS system, uses Versal to analyze every frame captured by the front camera, and that allows them to identify and alert the driver of possible safety hazards. Hitachi Energy uses AMD adaptive computing products in their widely deployed high-voltage direct current solutions to detect potential electrical issues before they become large problems and cause power outages. And Canon has adopted Versal to power the AI-based free viewpoint video system that captures high-resolution video from over 100 cameras simultaneously. And that allows viewers to experience live events from every angle. Now, AI at the edge is actually a hard problem. It requires the ability to do pre-processing, inferencing, and post-processing all within the device. And only AMD has all of these pieces needed to accelerate end-to-end AI at the edge. So we combine the adaptive computing engines for pre-processing sensor and other data with AI engines for inferencing, and then high-performance embedded compute cores for post-processing decision-making. Now, today, when you do this, this requires 3 separate chips. And with our new Versal AI Edge Gen 2 series, We bring all of this leadership compute together to create the first adaptive solution that integrates pre-processing, inferencing, and post-processing in a single chip. So today we're announcing early access for our next-gen Versal platform. More than 30 of our strategic partners are already developing edge AI devices powered by our new single-chip Versal solution. And we are incredibly excited about the opportunity to drive AI at the edge and see significant opportunities to extend our embedded market leadership with these new technologies. OK, now let's turn to the data center. We've built the industry's broadest portfolio of high-performance CPU, GPU, and networking products. And when you look at modern data centers today, they actually run many different workloads. They range from traditional IT applications to smaller enterprise LLMs to large-scale AI applications. And you need different compute engines for each of these workloads. And only AMD has the full portfolio of high-performance CPUs and GPUs to address all of these workloads. From our EPYC processors that deliver leadership performance on general-purpose and mixed inferencing AI workloads, to our industry-leading Instinct GPUs that are built for accelerating AI applications at scale. Today, I'm going to share details of our next-generation data center CPU and GPU offerings. So let's start first with CPUs. If you take a look at the CPU market, EPYC is actually the processor of choice for cloud computing, powering internal workloads for all of the largest hyperscalers and more than 900 public instances from all the major cloud providers. Every day, billions of people around the world use cloud services powered by EPYC. That includes Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Netflix, WeChat, WhatsApp, and many, many more. All of that is on EPYC. Now, we launched EPYC in 2017, and with every generation, more and more customers have adopted EPYC because of our leading performance, our leading energy efficiency, and our leading total cost of ownership. And I'm very proud to say that we're at 33% share now and growing. Now, when you look at today's data centers, most data centers are actually powered by processors that are more than 5 years old. And when you look at the virtualization performance of our latest generation server CPUs, the new technology is so much better that EPYC delivers 5 times more performance compared to those legacy processors. And even comparing to the best processors today from the competition, our performance is 1.5 times faster. Many enterprises today are actually looking to modernize their general-purpose computing infrastructure and add new AI capabilities, often within the same footprint. And by refreshing their data centers with 4th-gen EPYC, you can really accomplish this. You can actually replace 5 legacy servers with a single server that reduces rack space by 80% and consumes 65% less energy. Now, many enterprise customers are also wanting to run a combination of general-purpose and AI workloads without adding GPUs. And EPYC is, again, the best option for that. Looking at EPYC, we are 1.7 times faster when running the industry-standard TPX AI benchmark that measures end-to-end AI pipeline across different use cases and algorithms. 4th-gen EPYC is clearly the industry's best server CPU, but we're always pushing the envelope to deliver more performance. So I have something to show you today. It's actually the preview of our upcoming 5th-gen EPYC processor, codenamed Turin. So please take a look at Turin for the very first time. Turin features 192 cores and 384 threads and has 13 different chiplets built in 3 and 6 nanometer process technology. There's a lot of technology on Turin. It supports all of the latest memory and I/O standards and is a drop-in replacement for our existing 4th-gen EPYC platforms. Thank you, Drew. Turin will extend EPYC's leadership in general-purpose and high-performance computing workloads. So let's take a look at some of that performance. NAMD is a very compute-intensive scientific software that simulates complex molecular systems and structures. When simulating a 20 million atom model, a 128-core version of Turin is more than 3 times faster than the competition's best, enabling researchers to more quickly complete models that can lead to breakthroughs in drug research, material science, and other fields. Now, Turin also excels at AI inferencing performance when running smaller large language models. So I want to show you a demo here. Now, what this demo compares is the performance of Turin when running a typical enterprise deployment of Llama 2 virtual assistants with a minimum guaranteed latency to ensure a high-quality user experience. Both servers begin by loading multiple Llama 2 instances, with each assistant being asked to summarize an uploaded document. Right away, you can see that the Turin server on the right is adding double the number of sessions in the same amount of time while responding to user requests significantly faster than the competition. And while the other server reaches a maximum number of sessions, you'll see it stop soon, it basically can't support the latency requirements anymore. Turin continues scaling and delivers a sustained throughput of nearly 4 times more tokens per second. And that means when you use Turin, you need less hardware to do the same work. And in addition to leadership summarization performance, Turin also delivers leadership performance across a number of other different enterprise AI use cases, including 2.5 times more performance when translating large documents, and more than 5 times better performance when running a support chatbot. Our customers are super excited about Turin, and I know many of our partners are actually here in the audience today. And I want to say we're on track to launch in the second half of this year. So now let's turn to data center GPUs and some big updates on our Instinct accelerators. We launched MI300 last December, and it's quickly become the fastest ramping product in AMD history. Microsoft, Meta, and Oracle have all adopted MI300. Every major server OEM is offering MI300 platforms, and we have built deep partnerships with a broad ecosystem of CSP and ODM partners. Again, many, many thanks to our ODM partners who are here today that are offering Instinct solutions. Now, if you look at today's enterprise generative AI workloads, MI300X provides out-of-the-box support for all of the most common models, including GPT, Llama, Mistral, Phi, and many more. We've made so much progress in the last year on our ROCm software stack, working very closely with the open source community at every layer of the stack, while adding new features and functionality that make it incredibly easy for customers to deploy AMD Instinct in their software environment. Over the last 6 months, we've added support for more AMD AI hardware and operating systems. We've integrated open source libraries like VLLM and frameworks like JAX. We've enabled support for state-of-the-art attention algorithms. We've improved computation and communication libraries, all of which have contributed to significant increases in the Gen AI performance for MI300. Now, with all of these latest ROCm updates, MI300X delivers significantly better inferencing performance compared to the competition on some of the industry's most demanding and popular models. That is, we are 1.3 times more performance on Meta's latest Llama 3 70B model compared to H100, and we're 1.2 times more performance on Mistral's 7B model. We've also expanded our work with the open source AI community. More than 700,000 Hugging Face models now run out of the box using ROCm on MI300X. This is a direct result of all of our investments in development and test environments that ensure a broad range of models work on Instinct. The industry is also making significant progress at raising the level of abstraction at which developers code to GPUs. We want to do this because people want choice in the industry. And we're really happy to say that we've made significant progress with our partners to enable this. For example, our close collaboration with OpenAI is ensuring full support of MI300X with Triton, providing a vendor-agnostic option to rapidly develop highly performant LLM kernels. And we've also continued to make excellent progress adding support for AMD AI hardware into the leading frameworks like PyTorch, TensorFlow, and JAX. Now, we're also working very closely with the leading AI developers to optimize their models for MI300. So I'm very excited to welcome Christian Lefort, CTO and co-CEO of Stability AI, an important AMD partner known for delivering the breakthrough Stable Diffusion open access AI models. Hello, Christian. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. It's a great honor to be here to represent my colleagues and everyone else who makes Stability AI a really interesting player in the ecosystem.
Well, you know, we've showed a lot of Stability AI today. You're known for delivering these breakthrough open access AI models that generate, images, video, language, code, all of these things. Can you share some insights into how these models are pushing the boundaries of what's possible?
Yes, we're seeing incredible gains in productivity in every industry. And many were made possible because we did a crazy thing and we released our models and our source code for free. And so this allowed millions of developers and enthusiasts and thousands of researchers to adapt their models, to make new discoveries at record pace, and to create new applications extremely fast. Take, for instance, touching up old family photos to improve their resolution or quality, or maybe to remove someone you never, ever want to see again in your whole life. Doing this well used to take years of experience and sometimes hours of tedious work for each image. Now, applications like Stable Assistant and Stable Artisan and a lot of other applications that leverage Stable Diffusion can allow anyone to create and edit images in seconds. And we're seeing similar gains in productivity, not just in images, but in other research areas that we're involved in language, coding, music, speech, and 3D. And combining all of those together, we aim to soon boost by at least 10x the productivity of filmmaking and video game creation.
That's fantastic, Christian. Now, I understand you have some big news to tell the audience today.
Yes. So basically, the wait for Stable Diffusion 3 is almost over. We appreciate the community's patience and understanding as we dedicated extra effort to improve its quality and safety. Today, we're announcing that on June 12th, we will release the Stable Diffusion 3 medium model for everyone to download. A lot of work went into this, and we're really excited to see what the community will end up doing with this. One thing that is maybe not obvious to non-technical people is that, it used to be that the frontier of research led to basically these models like Stable Diffusion. But nowadays, what's happening is that there's a new, it's like a natural evolution, basically. These models are getting combined together in all kinds of novel ways. And by releasing them openly, we basically allow millions of people to help discover the best way to bring those together and unlock new use cases. So this SD3 medium, it's an optimized version of SD3 that achieves unprecedented visual quality and that the community will be able to improve for their own specific needs to help us discover the next frontier of generative AI. It will, of course, run super fast on the MI300. And it's also compact enough to run on the Ryzen AI laptops that you've just announced. So here's an image produced with Stable Diffusion 3. We challenged it to basically illustrate the famous Taiwan night markets, what it looks like.
It looks very nice, Christian.
Yes, thank you.
It looks very nice.
So if you look really, really closely, you'll notice it's not quite photorealistic, but I think it captured really well the different elements of the text prompt. And it's especially impressive when you think that it was generated so much faster than actually typing this long text prompt. So it captured the pedestrians that are walking, the street that is made of stones, the fact that it is during the night, there's the trees, and so on. So basically, SD3 is able to do this using a bunch of new innovations, including the multimodal diffusion transformer architecture that allow it to understand visual concepts and text prompts far better than previous models. It supports both simple prompts, so you don't need to become an expert at these, but you can also use much more complex ones, and it will try to bring together all of the different elements of it. And SD3 excels at all kinds of artistic styles and photorealism. So here's an example that is actually a really challenging example. And we're comparing it with our previous version model, Stable Diffusion XL, that we released less than a year ago. It's especially challenging because it involves hands that are notoriously hard for these models to replicate. It involves these repeating patterns like the strings and the guitar and the frets. And these are all really, really challenging for these models to understand and draw accurately. So notice how SD3 generated more realistic details like the shape of the guitar and the hands. And if you look really, really closely, you may notice that there are a few imperfections here and there. So it's still not quite perfect, but it's a big improvement over the previous generation.
No, it's fantastic, Christian. And I know that your team's been working a lot on SD3. What's your experience been like with MI300?
It's wonderful. 192 gigabytes of HBM, that's really a game changer. Like having more memory basically is often like, that's the way that we can basically unlock new models, and it's often like the #1 factor that will help us to train bigger models faster and more efficiently. And I'll give an example that we've actually just encountered in collaborating with AMD. So we have this creative upscaler feature in our API. And basically, the way it works is that it can take an old photo, an old image that is less than 1 megapixel, and really blow out the resolution and improve the quality at the same time. So this creative upscaler, we were happy when we were able to reach 30 megapixels on the H100, the NVIDIA H100. But once we basically ported our code over to the MI300, which by the way was pretty much no effort, we were able to reach 100 megapixels. And content creators, they always want more pixels. So this makes a huge difference. And the fact that we didn't have to really make any effort to actually achieve this, it's a big step up. So researchers and engineers are really going to love the incredible memory capacity and the bandwidth advantages that the AMD Instinct GPUs deliver out of the box. So Lisa, moving forward, we'd really love to collaborate more closely with AMD because we'd like to create a new state-of-the-art video model. We need a lot more memory. We need a lot more compute to do this. And so we'd love to collaborate more closely with your team to achieve this and to release this for the whole world to enjoy.
That sounds fantastic. It sounds like you need some GPUs.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you
We're
so
at the
much.
right place for this.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Christian.
you. Have a great Computex.
You can see all of the innovation that's happening in such a short amount of time. Now, earlier in the show, I was joined by Microsoft's Pavan Davuluri, who shared the great work that we're doing together on Copilot+ PCs. Microsoft is also one of our most strategic data center partners, and we've been working very closely with them on our EPYC and Instinct roadmap. To hear more about our partnership and how Microsoft is using MI300X across their infrastructure, here's Microsoft Chairman and CEO, Satya Nadella.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It's great to be with all of you at Computex. We're in the midst of a massive AI platform shift with the promise to transform how we live and work. We are committed to partnering broadly across the industry to make this vision real. That's why our deep partnership with AMD, which has spanned multiple computing platforms, from the PC to custom silicon for Xbox, and now to AI, is so important to us. As Pawan highlighted, we are excited to partner with you to deliver these new Ryzen AI-powered Copilot+ PCs. And we're also thrilled to announce last month that we were the first cloud to deliver general availability of virtual machines using AMD's MI300X accelerator. It's a massive milestone for both our companies, and it gives our customers access to very impressive performance and efficiency for their most demanding AI workloads. In fact, it offers today the leading price performance for GPT workloads. This is just the start. We are very committed to our collaboration with AMD, and we'll continue to push AI progress forward together across the cloud and edge to bring new value to our joint customers. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you so much, Satya. We're so proud of our work with Microsoft. And as you heard from Satya, MI300 delivers the best price performance today for GPT-4 workloads and is being deployed broadly across Microsoft's AI compute infrastructure. Now, let me show you one more example of MI300 being used to power OpenAI's Wanderlust travel assistant built on GPT-4. So again, let's start by letting the tool know that we're interested in Taiwan and that we're going to be attending Computex. And you might ask something about, who's the opening keynote? But got it right. Now, let's also ask Wanderlust, what other interesting sites should we see in Taipei? And you can see almost instantly we get lots of options of things to do near the convention center. But if we want to narrow it down to just a few, because we only have a day, we can ask it to plan a day for us. And that day would include things like Elephant Mountain and Taipei 101, and you get the full itinerary. I think it just gives you an example of the power of AI. I mean, Wanderlust on MI300 looks wonderful, but it really shows the power of these assistive agents and how easily it is for developers to seamlessly integrate Gen AI models into their applications so that we can make AI extremely helpful for all of us. Now, the customer response to MI300 has been overwhelmingly positive, and it's just so clear that the demand for AI is just accelerating so much going forward. We're really just at the beginning of a decade-long megacycle for AI. And to address this incredible demand, I have a very exciting roadmap to show you. We launched MI300X last year with leadership inference performance, memory size, and compute capabilities. And we have now expanded our roadmap so it's on an annual cadence. That means a new product family every year. Later this year, we plan to launch MI325X with faster and more memory, followed by our MI350 series in 2025 that will use our new CDNA4 architecture. And both the MI325 and 350 series will leverage the same industry-standard universal baseboard OCP server design used by MI300. And what that means is that our customers can very quickly adopt this new technology. And then in 2026, we'll deliver another brand new architecture with CDNA Next in the MI400 series. So let me show you a little bit, starting with MI325. MI325 extends our leadership in generative AI with up to 288 gigabytes of ultra-fast HBM3E memory with 6 terabytes per second of memory bandwidth. And it uses the same infrastructure as MI300, which makes it easy for customers to transition. Now, let me show you some competitive data. Compared to the competition, MI325 offers twice the memory, 1.3 times faster memory bandwidth, and 1.3 times more peak compute performance. And based on this larger memory capacity, you heard what Christian said about the importance of memory. A single server with 8 MI325 accelerators can run advanced models up to 1 trillion parameters. That's double the size supported by an H200 server. And then moving into 2025, we'll introduce our CDNA4 architecture, which will deliver the biggest generational leap in AI performance in our history. The MI350 series will be built with advanced 3-nanometer process technology and supports for FP4 and FP6 data types, and will again drop into the same infrastructure as MI300 and MI325. We are super excited about the AI performance of CDNA4. So if you just take a look at that history, when we launched CDNA3, we were 8 times more AI performance compared to our prior generation. And with CDNA4, we're on track to deliver 35 times increase. That's 35 times increase in performance compared to CDNA3. And when you compare MI350 series to B200, Instinct supports up to 1.5 times more memory and delivers 1.2 times more performance overall. Thank you. We are very excited about our multi-year Instinct and ROCm roadmaps, and I can't wait to bring all of this new performance to our AI customers. Now, I have one more topic I'd like to talk about today, and it's really, in addition to our focus on Instinct, we've also made significant progress driving the development of high-performance AI networking infrastructure systems. AI network fabrics need to support fast switching rates with very low latency, and they must scale to connect thousands of accelerator nodes. At AMD, we believe that the future of AI networking must be open. Open to allow everyone in the industry to innovate and drive the best solutions together. So for both inferencing and training, it's actually critical to scale up the performance of hundreds of accelerators, connecting the GPUs in a rack or pod with an incredibly fast, highly resilient interconnect, so they can work as a single compute node to run the largest models with the fastest responses. Last week, I'm very happy to say that many of the largest chip, cloud, and systems companies came together to announce plans to develop an open standard for a high-performance fabric that can officially connect hundreds of accelerators. We call this Ultra Accelerator Link, or UA Link, and it's an optimized load store fabric designed to run at high data rates and leverages AMD's proven Infinity Fabric technology. We actually believe UA Link will be the best solution for scaling accelerators of all types, not just GPUs, but all accelerators, and will be a great alternative to proprietary options. The UA Link 1.0 standard is on track for later this year, with chips supporting UA Link already well into development from multiple vendors. And now the other part of training large models is also the need for scale-out performance, connecting multiple accelerator pods to work together with at-scale installations often spanning hundreds of thousands of GPUs. A broad group of industry leaders formed the Ultra Ethernet Consortium last year to address this challenge. And UEC is the high-performance technology with leading signaling rates. It has extensions such as RoCE for RDMA to efficiently move data between nodes. And it has a new set of innovations developed specifically for AI supercomputers. It's incredibly scalable. It offers the latest switching technology from leading vendors such as Broadcom, Cisco, and Marvell. And above all, it's open. Open means that as an industry, we can innovate on top of UEC and solve the needed problems. And the industry can work together to build out the best possible high-performance interconnect for AI and HPC. So when you look ahead, what does this mean? That means we have all the pieces. We have UA Link and Ultra Ethernet, and now we have the complete networking solution for highly performant, highly interoperable, and highly resilient AI data centers that can run the most advanced frontier models. So I hope you can see now that AMD is the only company that can deliver the full set of CPU, GPU, and networking solutions to address all of the needs of the modern data center. And we have accelerated our roadmaps to deliver even more innovation across both our Instinct and EPYC portfolios, while also working with an open ecosystem of other leaders to deliver industry-leading networking solutions. Now, it's been a wonderful morning. We have so much that we talked about, so let me just wrap things up. We showed you a lot of new products today, from our latest Ryzen 9000 desktops and third-gen Ryzen AI notebook processors with leadership compute and AI performance, to our single-chip Versal Gen 2 series that will bring more AI capabilities to the edge, to our next-generation Turin processors that extend the leadership and efficiency of our EPYC portfolio, and our expanded set of Instinct accelerators that will deliver an annual cadence of higher performance. And what I can say is this is an incredible time to be in the technology industry. It's an incredible pace of innovation. And I couldn't be more excited about all of the work that we're going to do together in high performance and AI computing as an industry. So a very, very special thank you to all of our partners who joined us today: Microsoft, HP, Asus, Lenovo, and Stability.ai. And especially thank you for all of our partners here in Taiwan and around the world. Thank you for being such a great audience, and have a great Computex 2024. Thank you. Thank you.
Members of the press, you are now invited to join AMD in room 702.